I say potential harassment because I'm not actually sure if I'm being harassed or not. There is an older male colleague at my work. I'm female. We don't work directly together in the same departments, but occasionally need to interactive and have work-related conversations. I'm always rushed off my feet at work, so I prefer email conversations. He seems to have all the time in the world and prefers to meet in person. Every time I send him an email, he responds with, "Come and talk to me about it in person," even when I send him simple questions that only require a yes or no answer. I used to not think anything of it and would go and talk in person. But he'd insist I come in and shut the door, and I'd end up trapped in a conversation with him. He talks a lot, and it's hard to find a break to politely leave. The conversation rarely stays professional, and he just talks about himself and brags about his personal accomplishments. It also felt a bit like he was trying to flirt with me, so I started only standing in the doorway whenever he wanted to speak with me, saying, "I'm in a rush. I don't have time to sit down." But he was still really pushy. These days I only email and ignore his request to come see him, but he is still so pushy. Every single email he sends me ends with, "Come by my office to talk about it." The most recent thing that made me certain he's just trying to get me alone was, we were part of an email conversation thread with about 5 people. I was the least important relevant person in the thread, and he singled me out specifically to come see him. He replied to everyone, "Why don't you come see me in my office, and we can talk about this in person?" It made absolutely no sense to single me out like that. However, I still don't fully know if it's compliant worthy. He might genuinely just prefer to talk about things in person.